One alien race dared to challenge the humans and paid the price. The galaxy had many empires, many alien races that ruled stars and planets with power. Humans were new in space. They had colonies on distant planets and moons, but most aliens thought they were weak and slow. Humans were quiet, and they kept to themselves. This made the aliens laugh. They thought humans were easy to control. In the Welkari Union, a proud alien race, leaders gathered in a tall tower on their homeworld. The Welkari were large, with long limbs and greenish skin. Their eyes glowed slightly when they were angry or proud. Commander Torin spoke first, his voice booming.
Humans are weak.
They do not understand war. We can take their colonies, take their resources, and show them who rules the stars. His advisor Malik nodded. We have already tested their defenses. They are slow to react. A small fleet will crush them. The humans will beg for peace before they even realize what is happening.
The Valkyrie Council laughed and agreed.
They sent a message to human space. The message was simple but full of insult. Give us your resources, your territory, and your loyalty, or face destruction. Humans received the message on Earth and on distant colonies. Leaders called an emergency meeting. President Daniel Reed, Admiral Ethan Cole, and diplomat Emma Clark sat together in the council chamber. The room was quiet. Tension was thick. Humans had not faced a threat like this before. Emma Clark spoke first. They think we are weak. They think we will surrender. We must be careful. We cannot act with anger. We must act with strategy. Admiral Cole nodded. We will prepare our defenses. We will evacuate civilians first. If we fight smart. Rushing into war will destroy us. Captain John Carter, a young but skilled commander, listened closely. He had commanded several patrols near human colonies. He had faced pirates, rogue ships, and even alien mercenaries. He knew humans could survive if they stayed calm and united. On the planet of Titan, human colonies were preparing quietly. Engineers worked day and night to improve starships, to test weapons, and to train crews. Pilot Lisa Morgan flew drills over the colony skies. She practiced maneuvers humans had never tried before, knowing that speed and surprise could save lives. On another colony, engineer Kevin Ross worked with his team to create shields that could adapt in real time. They tested drones and mines that could hide in space and strike unexpectedly. Humans remembered old wars from Earth, how intelligence and planning won battles more than strength alone. Meanwhile, the Welkari fleet gathered near the border of human space. Hundreds of massive ships glimmered in the dark void. Each ship was armed with powerful energy weapons and shields. The aliens were confident. They believed humans would be too afraid to fight. They laughed at the idea of human resistance. Commander Torin sent a final message before entering human space. It was full of pride and arrogance. We are coming. Prepare to surrender. Your resistance is useless. Your people will learn the price of defiance. On Earth, the human leaders read the message in silence.
No one spoke for a long time.
Then President Reed said, We will not beg. We will protect our people. We will not start a war, but we will not run from one either. The humans prepared quietly. Civilians were moved to safe colonies. Starships were readied for battle. Engineers finished testing weapons. Pilots trained for hours each day. Humans had never fought such a powerful enemy before, but they were determined to survive. Captain John Carter walked along the docks of a large human ship, the horizon filled with stars and distant alien planets. He watched young pilots preparing for missions. They think we are slow and weak, he said to his second-in-command, Lieutenant Maria Hill. Let them see how wrong they are. We will not fight for glory, but we will fight to protect our people. Lieutenant Hill nodded. Humans have always survived. We may be few in number, but we are smart. We fight together. That is something the Valkyrian cannot understand. In human colonies, life continued as usual, but people were aware. Children still played in parks, but they knew the stories of the Valkyrie threat. Families prepared emergency plans. People helped each other. Human kindness and unity became their silent strength. Scientists like Emma Clark and engineers like Kevin Ross worked with military leaders. They created strategies that no alien had predicted. Humans used natural obstacles in space, asteroid belts, and hidden moons to make traps. They combined technology and clever tactics, knowing that cleverness could beat brute strength. The Welkari fleet moved closer to human borders. Their ships glided silently, their weapons ready. They expected to see panic, to see humans running. But humans stayed calm. Fleets of human ships hid behind asteroid belts and distant planets.
They were ready.
In one human command center, Captain Nathan Hill reviewed star charts and fleet positions. He plotted safe routes for civilians and positions for hidden weapons. "The Belkari think they know us," he said quietly. "They have never seen humans fight like this. We will not attack first, but we will defend with everything we have." Back on the Valkyrie homeworld, Commander Torin watched the human responses. He frowned. Humans were not panicking. They were preparing. "They are slow, but they are careful," he said. "We may have underestimated them. Still, we are strong. They cannot survive our first strike." The Valkyrie fleet crossed the border. Their energy weapons glowed, ready to fire. They sent messages mocking humans, calling them cowards and fools. The aliens believed this was the beginning of a quick war. On the hidden human moon base, scientists and pilots continued to prepare. They did not panic. Lisa Morgan practiced flying through narrow asteroid fields. Kevin Ross checked weapons and shields again. Humans remembered history. They remembered how patience and intelligence won wars. Captain John Carter looked at the fleet positions. He saw the enemy moving confidently, unaware of human traps. He smiled slightly. "They think this is easy," he said. "They will learn that humans are patient, careful, and united. They will pay the price for their pride." As the Welkari fleet approached the first human colonies, tension filled the galaxy. Other alien races watched silently. Some thought humans would surrender. Some hoped humans would lose. None of them understood the quiet strength of humanity. Human leaders continued to plan. Diplomat Emma Clark sent messages to nearby alien races, warning them not to interfere. Humans did not want more enemies. They wanted to survive. They wanted peace, but they would not allow anyone to destroy them. The part ends as the Welkari fleet enters human space. Fully, massive ships glow in the dark void. Energy weapons are ready. The Belkari laugh at the humans who appear unafraid. Unknown to them, humans are ready. Hidden fleets, advanced weapons, and clever strategies await. The first contact will not be easy, but humans have one advantage the Welkari cannot understand: patience, unity, and intelligence. Humanity waits quietly. The galaxy watches, and the story of a race that dared to challenge humans is about to begin. The Velkari fleet moved deeper into human space. Their massive ships glowed with power, weapons ready to fire. They believed humans would panic, would run, would beg for peace. The aliens were wrong. Humans were calm, prepared, and watching carefully. The first human border station, a small but well-equipped facility on the planet Arden, detected the Welkari fleet. Sensors flashed warnings to the station commander, Captain Nathan Hill. He studied the readings, noting the size and strength of the incoming ships. "They are confident," he said to his second-in-command, Lieutenant Maria Hill. "They think we are weak. Let's see how far that pride takes them." On the Valkyrie flagship, Commander Toran looked at the human border station on the screens. He smiled. "Destroy it," he ordered. "Make them see our power. They will surrender after this." Energy beams shot from the Valkyrie ships, cutting through the station's outer defenses. Alarms blared inside the human facility. Sirens echoed, warning everyone of the incoming attack. The humans did not panic. They followed their training. Civilians were guided to safe bunkers. Security crews prepared shields and countermeasures. Pilot Lisa Morgan took her small fighter ship and moved quickly. She flew through asteroid fields near the station, ready to strike the well-carried ships if they got too close. "We may be small, but we are fast," she said over the comms. "They will not see everything coming," the Welkari laughed as they attacked. They fired again, cutting through the station's outer defenses. Sensors reported damage and human alarms screamed louder. Still, the humans stayed calm. They had backup weapons hidden beneath the station. Drones and mines, invisible to the Valkyrie sensors, waited for the right moment. Engineer Kevin Ross and his team monitored the weapon systems. "Activate the hidden defenses," he said. Lights flashed on the control panels, signaling drones to move into position. Hidden mines floated silently in space, waiting to strike. Humans had not expected a direct confrontation yet. They wanted the Welkari to believe they were retreating. The Welkari were confused. Their beams hit empty space, or harmless drones. Explosions flashed around their ships, small at first, then bigger as the drones attacked weak points in their armor. Commander Torin frowned. "What is this?" he demanded. "Our weapons cannot hit them." Captain Nathan Hill watched from the human control room. He saw the Welkari ships reacting to the drones. "They think they control the battle," he said to Lieutenant Maria Hill. "Let them think that. We will use it to our advantage." On the planet's surface, civilians watched the sky. Families huddled together worried, but trusting the humans defending them. Children asked questions, but parents kept them calm. "Our people are safe," said a local leader. "The humans will protect us." The Welkari pressed harder, sending more ships and firing larger energy beams. The human station took damage, but humans fought back with clever tactics. Pilot Lisa Morgan flew her fighter through enemy formations, dropping decoys and confusing the aliens. Small human ships attacked from unexpected angles, hiding behind asteroids and moons. On the human command base, Captain John Carter observed the battle from a screen. "They think we are running," he said quietly. "They are wrong. We are preparing. Patience is our weapon." Admiral Ethan Cole sent messages to other human fleets nearby. "Hold positions," he ordered. "Do not chase blindly. Let them move where we want them. They do not understand human strategy yet." The Valkyrie fleet grew frustrated. They had destroyed part of the station, but the humans did not surrender. The drones and hidden weapons attacked without warning, hitting weak spots in Welkari shields. Explosions rocked their ships. Alarms blared aboard Welkari vessels. Crew members shouted in panic. Commander Torin's face turned red with anger. "Attack all human ships! Destroy everything!" he roared. The Welkari fired full energy beams at the station. Still, the humans had already evacuated civilians and moved ships into safer positions. Captain Nathan Hill moved his fleet carefully, drawing Welkari ships into a narrow region filled with asteroid fields. The aliens followed blindly, thinking the humans were trapped and retreating. Suddenly, hidden human drones activated. Mines exploded around the Welkari ships. Lasers fired from hidden positions. Alien ships were hit from angles they could not see. The Welkari screamed in frustration. Their pride was wounded. Their weapons could not reach the humans easily. Small human fighters moved quickly, striking weak points before disappearing. Humans protected each other, moving in formation, covering every angle. Back on Earth, diplomat Emma Clark monitored the battle. She sent messages to other alien races. "Humans are defending themselves," she said. "They do not seek war, but they will fight if threatened. Any attack on human colonies will be met with the same strategy." The Welkari fleet continued to lose ships. Commander Torin could not believe it. "How can they fight like this?" he demanded. "We have superior technology," Lieutenant Maria Hill responded to Captain Nathan Hill over comms. "They do not understand human unity." "We fight together, they fight alone. They have pride, but we have patience." Engineer Kevin Ross checked shields and weapons again. "They will keep coming," he said. "But every attack they make we can counter. Their overconfidence is their weakness." As the first clash ended, humans had lost few ships. Welkari losses were heavy. Their pride was damaged. Some ships retreated. Some were destroyed. The Valkyrie sent a desperate message to their homeworld, asking for reinforcements. Captain John Carter watched quietly. "This is only the beginning," he said. "They will try again. We must be ready." Human leaders did not celebrate. They knew the Valkyrie would continue to attack. They strengthened defenses, repaired ships, and trained pilots.
Humanity was learning quickly, adapting to the alien strategies. Pilot Lisa Morgan flew patrols above colonies, watching the stars. She saw Welkari ships hiding behind asteroids waiting to strike. She smiled. Humans had learned to move quietly, strike quickly, and protect each other. The aliens could not anticipate it. Commander Torn on the Welkari flagship was furious.
"Humans are stronger than we thought," he said.
"Their ships are fast. Their tactics are clever. How can a weak species fight like this?" Admiral Ethan Cole responded calmly. "We are not strong in their eyes," he said. "We are careful, united, and smart. That is our strength." On the planet's surface, families hugged each other. They had survived the first attack. Children looked at the night sky, asking questions. "Are humans really that strong?" one child asked. Parents smiled. "Yes," they said. "Our people will protect us." Diplomat Emma Clark sent a message back to the Welkari Council. "We do not seek war. We fight only to protect ourselves. Any further aggression will be met with full human strategy." The Valkyrie were angry, confused, and shaken. They had expected easy victories. They did not expect humans to be calm, patient, and clever. Their pride was beginning to crack. Captain John Carter looked at the battle reports. He knew the war was only beginning. The humans had survived the first attack, but the Welkari would return stronger. Humans would need to adapt further, use more strategy, and protect every colony. Patience and unity would be tested. As the part ends, the Welkari fleet retreats slightly to regroup. Humans repair and prepare, learning from every strike. The galaxy watches, surprised. Humans are not weak. Humans are not afraid. The first battle is over, but the war is beginning. Humans wait quietly, ready to defend every planet. Aliens begin to understand one thing. Humans fight not just with weapons, but with intelligence, patience, and unity. The Welkari made a mistake thinking humans were weak. They will pay for that mistake. The story of a race that dared to challenge humanity continues, and the price for pride has begun. The Welkari fleet had retreated slightly after their first failed attack, but their pride burned like fire. They could not understand how humans, a new and seemingly weak race, had survived their assault. Commander Torn called an emergency meeting aboard his flagship. "Our strength is unmatched," he said angrily. "How can a few ships and primitive defenses resist us?" His advisors shook their heads. "Their tactics are clever," one said. "They use hidden drones, mines, and asteroids to their advantage. Every attack we make is slowed or avoided." "They are learning faster than we expected." Commander Torrens slammed his clawed hand on the table. "We will show them real power." "Assemble the fleet. We will strike again, stronger this time. They will regret challenging the Welkari." Meanwhile, humans were calm but alert. Captain John Carter studied the latest battle reports on the command bridge of the human flagship. Lieutenant Maria Hill pointed to the screen. "They are regrouping near the asteroid belt," she said. "They expect us to panic, but we are ready." Admiral Ethan Cole nodded. "They do not understand human patience. They think strength comes only from size and weapons. We know strength comes from unity, intelligence, and strategy. Let us prepare." Engineer Kevin Ross checked weapon systems one more time. Hidden drones floated silently in space. Mines waited in asteroid shadows. Small human fighters flew in careful formations, ready to strike. Every movement was coordinated. Every crew knew their role. Humans had learned from the first attack. They were ready to use the Welkari pride against them. Pilot Lisa Morgan climbed into her fighter. She felt the familiar hum of the ship's engines. They think we are weak, she said over the comms. Let's show them how fast and smart humans can be. The Walkari fleet returned, moving confidently into the narrow asteroid system. Their large ships glowed with energy weapons, ready to fire. "This time we crush them," Commander Torin said. "There will be no retreat, no escape." But humans had planned carefully. Captain Nathan Hill guided a fleet of fast, small ships through hidden channels in the asteroid belt. Sensors were set to detect enemy movements. Mines were placed in invisible orbits, waiting for the Valkyrie ships to enter. Drones hid in asteroid shadows, ready to strike from unexpected angles. The first Valkyrie ships moved into the system. Energy beams fired at the asteroids, thinking to clear obstacles, but explosions revealed hidden mines. A Valkyrie destroyer was damaged, shields failing. Alarms blared aboard alien ships. "What is happening?" Commander Torin shouted. "How can this be?" Human fighters appeared suddenly. They struck weak points in Valkyrie shields before disappearing behind asteroids. Small drones attacked engines and weapons, hitting where the Valkyrie could not defend. Humans moved in careful formations, covering each other. Every strike was precise. Captain John Carter watched from the human flagship. "They are learning too late," he said. "Patience and strategy always win against overconfidence." Admiral Ethan Cole gave orders. "Hold your positions. Do not chase blindly. Let them move where we want them. Every mistake they make is our advantage." On the Valkyrie flagship, Commander Torin grew frantic. Ships were being damaged faster than expected. Energy beams missed targets, destroyed by invisible drones. Mines exploded under their hulls. "How can they fight like this?" he demanded. "They are few, yet they strike like a swarm of predators," Lieutenant Maria Hill responded calmly over comms. "Humans fight together. Every crew member protects each other. We do not waste energy on pride. We wait, strike, and survive." On the planet's surface, civilians watched the flashes of distant battles. Explosions lit up the night sky. Families huddled together, but they trusted humans. Children asked questions. "How can humans fight so well?" one asked. Parents smiled. "We protect each other," they said. "Our people are clever, strong, and united. That is our power." Hidden human drones and mines continued to strike the Valkyrie fleet. One by one, large alien ships slowed, then stopped, damaged by unexpected attacks. Smaller human fighters appeared from asteroid shadows, firing at engines and weapons. Explosions rocked Valkyrie ships. Crew members shouted in panic. Pride turned to fear. Commander Torin ordered a retreat, but human tactics were clever. Hidden energy fields and gravity traps slowed the Valkyrie escape. Drones struck weak points, forcing ships to move slower. Humans were not attacking blindly. They were using the Valkyrie's overconfidence against them. Pilot Lisa Morgan led a small squadron. "Aim for engines," she said. "Hit and disappear. They cannot fight what they cannot see." Her squadron struck perfectly. One Valkyrie ship lost engines and drifted, unable to fire. Another was forced into a gravity trap, slowly spinning out of control. On the human flagship, Captain John Carter watched the battle unfold. "They do not understand human strategy," he said quietly. "They cannot see the traps. They cannot anticipate patience. Every mistake they make is proof of their pride. This is the difference between their arrogance and our intelligence." Diplomat Emma Clark monitored communications with other alien races. "Humans do not seek war," she said, "but they will fight if forced. Their tactics are intelligent. Their patience is their weapon. Any race that underestimates them will pay." Valkyrie ships continue to struggle. Commander Torin's face turned red with anger. "We are losing ships faster than we can expect. How can a small and weak race fight like this? What is this magic?" Admiral Ethan Cole spoke to Captain Nathan Hill. "It is not magic," he said. "It is humans working together. It is discipline, training, and intelligence. We fight as one, protect each other, and think ahead. That is our advantage." Kevin Ross checked shields and energy levels. Their attacks are strong, but every strike we have planned, every mine, every drone, every hidden ship is ready. They cannot escape human strategy. The Valkyrie began to panic. Large ships fired wildly, trying to break free. Smaller ships were already disabled. Explosions rocked the fleet. Crew members shouted. Some tried to flee, others tried to repair. But humans controlled the battlefield. Captain John Carter made a decision. "Do not finish them off," he said. "Let them survive this attack. They need to learn the lesson of pride, not total destruction. Patience is our weapon, but mercy is our mark." The Valkyrie fleet retreated finally, damaged and confused. Some ships were destroyed. Many more had systems weakened. Commander Torin looked at the remaining ships and shook his head. "How can this be?" he whispered. "We are strong, and yet they have beaten us with small ships and hidden traps." On Earth and other human colonies, people celebrated quietly. No cheering, no triumph. Humans were not cruel. They had survived. They had protected civilians. They had proved they could fight without losing their humanity. Pilot Lisa Morgan returned to the base. She landed smoothly and climbed out of her ship. "We did it," she said softly. "They will think twice before attacking again." Captain Nathan Hill spoke to his crew. "This is only the beginning," he said. "They may return stronger and smarter, but we have shown them the truth. Humans are patient, clever, and united. We fight together, and we survive together." Diplomat Emma Clark sent a final message to the galaxy. Humans do not seek war. We defend ourselves, protect our people, and act with intelligence and unity. Any who think we are weak will learn their lesson. The Valkyrie retreated to repair their ships and rethink their strategy. Pride was wounded. Overconfidence was shattered. The aliens began to understand one simple truth. Humans are not easy to defeat. Humans fight with more than weapons. Humans fight with intelligence, patience, and unity. As Part 3 ends, the humans had not only survived but had shown their true strength. The galaxy began to whisper about humanity. A new power had risen, not through destruction alone, but through strategy, intelligence, and care for every life. The Valkyrie had challenged humans, and for the first time, they paid the price of arrogance. The stage was set for Part 4. Humans would take control of the battlefield, and the Valkyrie would realize the full cost of their pride. The war was far from over, but the balance had begun to shift. The Valkyrie fleet had retreated, damaged and shaken. Commander Toran paced the bridge of his flagship, angry and frustrated. "Humans are too clever," he said. "We expected to crush them, and yet we failed. How can a small, weak race fight like this?" His advisor, Malik, bowed slightly. "Their tactics are intelligent, Commander. They use patience, strategy, and unity. Every move we make is countered. We cannot underestimate them again." Torin's pride burned. He would not allow defeat. "Repair the ships," he said. "Reinforce the weapons. We will strike again, and this time they will know the price of defiance." "But humans were ready!" Captain John Carter studied the damaged Valkyrie fleet on the holographic map. "They will return stronger," he said to Lieutenant Maria Hill. "But we have learned everything we need. We know their patterns, their weaknesses, and their pride. Now we turn defense into control." Admiral Ethan Cole nodded. "Let's protect civilians first. Then we will force them to see what pride costs. Every colony, every fleet, every weapon is ready. We will fight, but we will fight smart." On the Hidden Moon base, engineer Kevin Ross oversaw new defenses. Humans had repaired damaged ships and built new drones and mines. Gravity traps were ready to slow enemy movements. Small human fighters trained constantly, learning every possible tactic to confuse and overwhelm the Valkyrie. Pilot Lisa Morgan led her squadron through drills in the asteroid belts. They practiced surprise attacks, fast retreats, and careful coordination. "They think we are weak," she said. "Let's show them how wrong they are." Diplomat Emma Clark sent messages to nearby alien races. Humans do not seek war, she said. We defend ourselves. Any attack will meet strategy and unity. Any who think we are weak will learn their lesson. The Volcari fleet returned, attempting to regain control. Hundreds of ships moved toward human colonies, energy weapons ready. They expected humans to panic or retreat, but humans stayed calm. Every fleet, every pilot, every weapon was in position.
Captain Nathan Hill led a human squadron to intercept the Volcari advance.
"Hold formation," he said. "Let them enter the traps. Every move we make is planned. They will not escape without paying the cost of pride." Hidden human drones and mines waited in asteroid shadows. Gravity fields slowed large Volcari ships. Energy nets disabled weapons without destroying ships. Humans did not attack blindly. They attacked precisely, striking weak points in shields and engines. Volcari commanders panicked. Their pride was damaged. They could not understand why their fleet, so large and powerful, was struggling. Ships slowed under pressure. Explosions rocked their hulls. Crew members shouted orders that could not be followed fast enough. Captain John Carter watched the holographic map. "They are trapped in the asteroid field," he said. "They cannot escape easily. Our drones and gravity traps control every movement." Patience wins again. Admiral Ethan Cole coordinated multiple human fleets. "Do not finish them off," he ordered. "We are teaching a lesson. Strike where necessary, but preserve life when possible. Humans fight smart, not cruel." Pilot Lisa Morgan's squadron darted through enemy formations. They struck weak points, then vanished behind asteroids. Smaller human ships protected each other. Humans fought with care, not recklessness. Every crew member knew their role. Every strike was coordinated. On the Volcari flagship, Commander Toran grew frantic. "We are losing ships faster than expected," he shouted. "How can a weak race fight like this? Destroy them!" But the Volcari could not adapt fast enough. Dostis anticipated every move. Drones struck from unseen directions. Mines detonated near engines. Gravity traps pulled ships off course. Explosions disabled weapons before the Volcari could fire effectively. Captain Nathan Hill spoke over the comms. "You overestimated your strength and underestimated our unity. This is the cost of pride. Fight with patience or lose with arrogance." Diplomat Emma Clark monitored communications. "Humans protect life," she said. "We do not kill unnecessarily. We fight to preserve ourselves and those who cannot fight. That is our power." The Volcari fleet began to break apart. Ships that had been confident were now damaged, slowed, or drifting helplessly. Commander Toran realized his pride had been his greatest mistake. His fleet was losing cohesion, and morale was crumbling. Captain John Carter ordered careful strikes. Humans attacked weak points without destroying entire ships. Drones disabled weapons, mines slowed movement, and fighters attacked engines to prevent escape. Humans fought precisely. The Volcari could not understand this method. Engineer Kevin Ross monitored energy levels. "Every shield, every weapon, every drone is functioning perfectly," he said. "They cannot fight what they cannot predict. Their pride blinds them to strategy."
On the planet's surface, civilians watched distant explosions.
Families hugged each other, grateful for protection. Children asked questions. "Why are humans so clever?" one asked. Parents smiled. "Humans work together, think carefully, and protect each other. That is why they survive." The Volcari fleet, now heavily damaged, retreated again. Commander Toran ordered a complete withdrawal to their homeworld. Pride had cost them dearly. Ships were destroyed, weapons weakened, and crews shaken. Their confidence was gone. Captain John Carter spoke to his fleet. "We have shown them the cost of pride," he said. "But we must remain vigilant. They will return. But now they know we fight with intelligence, unity, and patience. This is humanity's strength." Admiral Ethan Cole sent messages to all human colonies. "Protect civilians first," he said, "then hold positions. Let them regroup, and we will be ready. Humanity does not seek war, but we defend ourselves with care and intelligence. Diplomat Emma Clark sent final words to the galaxy. Humans do not attack without reason. We do not kill unnecessarily. We fight to protect life and preserve unity. Any who think humans are weak will learn the price of pride. On the Welcari homeworld, Commander Torin faced the Council. Our fleet is damaged, our pride wounded. Humans are not weak. They fight with intelligence, patience, and unity.
We underestimated them, and it has cost us greatly.
The Council was silent. Pride had blinded them. They realized the humans were no ordinary race. Humans did not need the largest ships or strongest weapons. Humans needed strategy, patience, and unity. That was enough to challenge an empire. Back in human space, Captain John Carter looked at the stars. "We survived," he said quietly. "We protected life, civilians, and each other. Our strength is not in numbers alone, but in intelligence, patience, and unity. The galaxy will remember this." Pilot Lisa Morgan smiled as she landed her ship.
They thought they could break us, she said.
But they learned that humans are patient, clever, and united. They will think twice before attacking again.
Engineer Kevin Ross repaired damaged drones and ships.
"Every attack they make strengthens our strategy," he said. "They cannot adapt fast enough."
Our patience controls the battlefield. On the moon base, human crews celebrated quietly.
They had not only survived another attack, but had turned the war in their favor. Their strategy, intelligence, and unity had forced the enemy to retreat. Humans had proven themselves. Diplomat Emma Clark sent a final message to the Welcari.
"Your pride cost you more than you expected," she said. "Humans do not seek war, but we will defend ourselves.
Respect intelligence, patience, and unity, or face the consequences again."
As Part 4 ends, humans had not only defended their colonies, but had forced the Velcari to rethink their approach.
Pride had cost the aliens heavily. Humans had shown the galaxy that they were a force to be reckoned with, not through cruelty, but through intelligence, unity, and careful strategy. The stage was now set for Part 5, the final confrontation and the lesson the Velcari would pay. Proving once and for all the strength of humanity, the Velcari fleet had returned to their homeworld, battered and humiliated. Commander Torin faced his council in silence. Pride had been shattered. Ships were damaged, crews shaken, and morale low. The council had to decide, retreat further, or risk total destruction.
Malak, his advisor, spoke first. "Commander, humans are not what we expected.
They fight with intelligence, patience, and unity. Every attack we make is countered. We have underestimated them, and it has cost us dearly." Torin's claws clenched. "We cannot continue like this," he said. "Our fleet is weakened. Our people fear us. Perhaps it is time to surrender." The council murmured. Surrender was dishonorable, but continued pride could destroy them.
"We underestimated humanity," one counselor admitted. "We ignored their unity and intelligence."
"We cannot win through force alone." While the Velcari debated, humans prepared quietly. Captain John Carter studied the latest reports on the human flagship.
"They are weak, confused, and retreating," he said to Lieutenant Maria Hill. "But we do not strike blindly.
We will finish this carefully. They must learn the full cost of pride."
Admiral Ethan Cole coordinated human fleets surrounding the Velcari system. "We do not destroy unless necessary," he said. "We disable their fleet, protect civilians, and show the galaxy what patience and intelligence can achieve." Engineer Kevin Ross and his team repaired ships, upgraded drones, and set traps. Humans had learned from every previous battle.
Gravity fields, mines, and hidden energy nets controlled the battlefield. The Velcari could not move without consequence. Pilot Lisa Morgan and her squadron trained constantly. "We protect life and fight smart," she said. "They will see that humans are patient, clever, and united." Diplomat Emma Clark sent messages to the Velcari Council. "Humans do not seek war," she said, "but we will defend ourselves. Surrender is the only way to preserve what remains. Further attacks will result in loss of fleet and territory. Commander Torin realized the humans controlled the battlefield even without attacking. The Wolvaria could not advance, retreat fully, or rebuild quickly. Their pride had left them vulnerable. Every strategic choice was now dictated by humanity's planning. On the first day of the final standoff, human forces moved carefully. Drones disabled engines on key well-carried ships. Mines created obstacles. Gravity traps slowed large vessels. Human fighters attacked weak points before retreating to safety. The Valkyries struggled to respond. Captain John Carter spoke to his fleet. "Focus on disabling, not destroying," he said. "They must learn the cost of pride without unnecessary bloodshed. Humans fight to protect, not to kill without reason." Admiral Ethan Cole coordinated backup fleets. "Hold position near civilian colonies," he said. "Protect life first. Our strength is intelligence and unity, not cruelty. The galaxy must see the difference." Welkari ships fired desperately, trying to escape or strike back. Energy beams hit nothing or were intercepted by drones. Explosions rocked ships, but humans avoided unnecessary destruction. Small fighters darted through the battlefield, striking engines, shields, and weapons, then retreating. Commander Torin felt desperation. "We cannot win," he whispered.
They control everything. Our pride has blinded us.
"The humans, they fight differently. We are not stronger than them." Captain Nathan Hill addressed the fleet. "Our patience has worked," he said. "We protect our people, disable enemy fleets, and teach a lesson. Every move is calculated. Every life matters. This is humanity's strength." The Welkari Council sent a message to humans: surrender terms. They admitted defeat and asked for negotiation. The humans agreed to meet under strict security conditions. Diplomat Emma Clark prepared carefully, ensuring that the terms protected human colonies and civilians. On the negotiation platform, Commander Torin bowed slightly. "Humans," he said, "we underestimated you. Our pride cost us heavily."
We surrender. We wish to avoid further loss of life.
Emma Clark responded calmly. "Your surrender preserves life and teaches a lesson. Humans do not seek war, but we protect ourselves. Respect our intelligence, patience, and unity, and the galaxy will thrive in peace." Captain John Carter spoke privately to Lieutenant Maria Hill. "This is the way humans win," he said. "Through strategy, unity, and care for life, we show strength not by destruction alone, but by protecting those who cannot defend themselves." The Valkyrie fleet was disabled strategically. Ships that could fight were monitored carefully. Humans ensured no civilians were harmed. Their strategy was precise, controlled, and merciful. The galaxy watched as a small, clever race defeated a proud empire without unnecessary cruelty. Families on human colonies celebrated quietly. They had survived the war, protected their homes, and seen humanity's strength in action. Children asked questions. "How did humans win?" one asked. Parents smiled. "Through intelligence, patience, and unity, we fight together and protect life."
Engineer Kevin Ross repaired remaining ships.
"Every strategy worked perfectly," he said. "We disabled their fleet without needless destruction. This is how humans fight." Pilot Lisa Morgan looked at the stars. "They challenged us because they thought we were weak," she said. "Now they know. Humans are patient, clever, and united. They will never underestimate us again."
Captain John Carter addressed the fleet.
"The Valkyrie have surrendered," he said. "Our strategy, unity, and intelligence have protected our people and proven humanity's strength. The galaxy will remember this. Never forget, humans fight not for cruelty, but for survival and protection." The Valkyrie homeworld began rebuilding under strict supervision. Their pride had been shattered, their fleet disabled, and their reputation damaged. They had learned the full cost of underestimating humanity. Diplomat Emma Clark sent a final message to the galaxy. "Humans do not attack without reason. We fight to protect life, unity, and intelligence. Those who underestimate us will learn the consequences. Humanity is patient, clever, and united, and we will never be defeated by arrogance. Captain John Carter looked at the stars one last time before leaving the battlefield. We have won, he said quietly, not through hatred, but through strategy. Not through cruelty, but through patience. This is humanity's legacy. Admiral Ethan Cole nodded. Our people are safe, our colonies protected, and our enemies learned respect. Humans are not the weakest. We are the most resilient because we fight together and think carefully. That is our true power. Pilot Lisa Morgan and her squadron returned to the base. They had struck precise blows without unnecessary destruction. We protected life, she said. We showed strength through intelligence, unity, and patience. This is what makes humans unstoppable. Engineer Kevin Ross repaired drones and ships. Every action worked as planned, he said. The Valkyrie could not predict us. Their pride was their downfall. Humans fight smart, not blindly. On Earth, families hugged each other. The news spread across human colonies. Humanity had defeated a proud alien empire, protecting civilians, preserving life, and showing the galaxy the strength of intelligence, patience, and unity. Diplomat Emma Clark addressed the Galactic Council. Humans do not seek war, she said. We fight to protect life and preserve unity. Those who think humans are weak will learn their lesson. This is the way of humanity. Patience, intelligence, and unity. Commander Torin and the Valkyrie Council realized the full truth. Their arrogance and pride had been their downfall. They had challenged a new and clever race, and they had paid dearly. Their fleet was disabled, their reputation damaged, and their people humbled. Captain John Carter looked at the stars one last time. Humanity will be remembered, he said, not for cruelty or conquest, but for intelligence, patience, and the unity to protect life. Any who challenge us will learn the price of pride. The galaxy watched in silence. Humans had risen from a quiet, underestimated race to one that commanded respect, not through violence alone, but through careful strategy, intelligence, and unity. The story of the Valkyrie's challenge would be remembered for generations. The stage was now set for the future. Humanity had proven itself. Any alien race daring to challenge them would know the consequences. Humans fought smart, protected life, and stood united. Their strength was not just in ships or weapons, but in intelligence, patience, and care for every life. And thus ended the war with the Valkyrie. One alien race had dared to challenge humans, and they had paid the ultimate price for their pride.